Chat is coming online now. Chat is online now.
At Ninja Girl 79. Good evening.
Hi, baby.
At Ninja Girl 79. How's everyone? At Ninja Girl 79. Hello.
Glad you could be here, my love. All right.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. Hi all.
Here we go. Doing good here.
At David Sut W2S. Hi all.
We had kind of a busy day today, but we did get our truck
At Ninja Girl
back up
79.
and running.
How's
So
everyone doing?
thankfully, we can say that has been done. Of course, we thank Jesus big time because
At Ninja Girl 79.
got to give him
Yet
a
and no
thanks
gas.
for sure. Yeah, we're just pretty much out of gas until Thursday, but we've always had to keep a lower amount of gas in the tank due to when we got the water out of the gas. One of the
At
gas
Brandon
tank
Armstrong
straps was
2656.
rusted. So
Doing good. How are you liking your new phone,
right now
Christy?
the tank is being held up with a strap plus a ratchet strap, which is fine. It works for now. We've got the new strap for it. We're going to fix that here soon as well. But for now, we can still put gas in it. We just can't fill it up, which is fine. It works. All right.
At David Sut W2S. Been there, done that. At Ninja Girl 79. I get it tomorrow actually.
Yeah, I was going to say she didn't get her phone yet. She won't have it until tomorrow. But it's coming. She got me a pair of Bluetooth glasses. It's not the fancy ones yet, but at least these I can wear them and listen to music with them and even talk on them, especially when I'm in the car and stuff or I'm outside doing stuff. They're pretty cool. They're sunglasses, ain't they? Yeah. So they work good too. They actually work really good, and they work good with voiceovers, so pretty cool stuff. All right, so Jackson Evers, Mississippi is where we're headed today, folks. And let's go ahead and get what we need here. But I went down there this evening with my friend. Me and him got everything back to the way it needed to be. It's good to have friends that actually, you know, it doesn't matter if you got money or not, you know. He's just someone, if he can help you, he will. That's just who he is. He's a good guy. Okay. We are in the 737-800 today, folks. Let's go ahead and get our passengers started here.
At Ninja Girl 79. I'm back and forth talking to my older brother.
Oh, you're talking to your brother, huh? Which one?
At Ninja Girl 79. Michael Dale.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. Oh fun.
Alright, so we got that there. Let's go ahead. Okay.
At Ninja Girl 79. I don't associate with Jason, he can kiss my you know what. At Ninja Girl 79. That's other brother.
Hold on 1 second.
Do you want a board crew?
Okay.
At Ninja Girl 79. I'm here.
There we go. Alright, that is done.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. That boarding sound seriously needs changing. Passengers don't use elevators to board planes, lol.
That's the cargo loading, Brandon, not the passengers. We're not even boarding passengers yet. Okay. Let me see if I can...
At Ninja Girl 79. Ugh, I get comfy and now I gotta go use the ladies' room, lol.
It's still not reading the damn... Hold on.
Options menu. Page 1 of 1.
Alright, I gotta look at
Press
something real
ESC to
quick.
resume.
It's still not reading
Press
the
space to load
CDU.
/
Hold
save.
on.
Press home to restart. Press End to main menu.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. LOL.
Let me go look at this. Packages. There's 738. Yeah, why is it not reading it? Let me see. Alright, we're going to do this. Hold on.
Options
I
menu.
don't want to do it this
Page
way,
1 of
but I'm going to
pop-up
have
window.
to.
Warning. This will return you to the main menu.
I can't update anything with the sim open, so I'm close the sim, fix this stupid file, and then hopefully it'll be good. We'll see. Let me go
At
back.
Ninja Girl 79. I'm back.
Welcome back, baby. Okay, I think I know what I gotta do.
Loading, please wait. 40%. Welcome menu. Page 1 of 3. Press ESC to quit to desktop. Press tab to read support and release notes.
I think this is the problem, so let's. Okay.
Social panel. Button.
This
Pop-up
won't
window.
take but a second,
Quick Flight
guys.
Simulator. Are you sure you want to exit Flight Simulator?
I didn't want to have to close the simulator, but it won't take that long. Huh? Come on. Okay. There we go. Okay. Save it. Close it. That should fix it. What we're gonna do real quick, we'll make sure that I've got it set for the directory in the downloader.
Babe, be careful. Look down to your right. Babe,
Huh?
down to your right.
Do what?
Look down to your right.
Oh.
He wanted the blanket.
Oh, is he on the blanket?
I didn't get a chance to watch him.
You like the blanket, don't you, Bubba?
I forgot.
That's okay. All right. Okay. App data.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. I can't remember if we ever flew to Jackson.
No, I've never flown there.
At Ninja Girl 79. Babe, I'm not going with you in the morning in case UPS shows up while she's still asleep cause it requires a signature.
Yeah, that's fine, baby. Okay, there's the weather photo.
At Spanky 7600. Hello, hello.
What's up, Spanky?
At Ninja Girl 79. Thank you for not being mad at me and hello sis. At Brandon Armstrong 2656. Of course when you climbing out of Dallas you might run into some rain, it's raining here. At Spanky 7600. John Brandon says hello all. At Brandon Armstrong 2656. Hi Lois.
Who says hello, Brandon? Alright guys, I'm getting the directory fixed real quick. There we go.
At Spanky 7600. Brandon buddy, where is Andy, the man he done pass out for the night?
Well, we ain't seen him come up here yet, Lois. So he could still show up. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Alright, that's done. So now let's see if we can...
At Ninja Girl 79. Andy isn't here yet.
Now we're loading the sim, guys. Appreciate your guys' patience on that. That should fix
At
the
Ninja Girl
problem we was having.
79.
If it doesn't,
David
we'll
is
just
here.
go and fly the 777 or something like that.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. I think he had one too many today. He's probably in the cargo bay, lol.
I think he's just chillaxing today, where he went camping all weekend. He bought him a camper. He's got him like a 28-footer, something like that.
At Spanky 7600. I bet you are right, Brandon.
Alright. Just waiting on the sim here to finish doing his thing, guys.
Loading, please wait. 51%.
Alright, it's loading.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. That's his favorite place, lol.
Community.
So again,
Friend request.
if you're just joining us, we're flying to Jackson
At
Evers
Spanky
Airport.
7600. I want to go to
Toledo,
cargo bay,
Mississippi.
lol.
It's no fun in the cargo bay. It's code. You got to get strapped in like the cargo does if you're in the cargo bay. Oh, goodness.
At Spanky 7600. John, please put me in cargo with Andy.
Put you in the cargo bay with Andy? Well, I mean, if you want to sit back there with him, we'll put you back there. But you ain't going to enjoy the flight. Might get a little cold, a little bumpy. It's better than where Brandon's going to be. We're putting Brandon in the bathroom. He's got to sit on the toilet all the way there. Could you imagine trying to sit on the toilet while it's taking off? That'd be hard to do. But at least if it scared the shit out of you, you'd be in the right place. Oh, God. All right, come on, computer. What are you doing?
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. You're going there and I'll fly this plane, lol. At Spanky 7600. LOL OMG, that would be fun to try.
I'll pass on that one, Brandon. Come on, stupid thing. NVDA being stupid. Hold on.
Carlisle HL
At
8978
Spanky
wants to be your friend.
7600. Okay, back to work I go John the first have. About
Community.
this scrubber
Friend
at work.
request. Mons2514 wants to be your friend.
Well, don't have too much fun, Lois.
Community. Friend request.
At Spanky 7600. It's broke down I gotta mop whole store by hand but I'm spot mopping to knocked.
Boys Nap wants to be your friend. Community. Friend request. Capitan Andy 30 wants to be your friend.
At Spanky 7600. I have. About scrubber I mean.
Loading please wait. 71%.
Okay, it's loading. That sucks doing
At
it all
Brandon
by
Armstrong
hand, Lois.
2656.
But
They need to get on
Loading,
the
please
ball
wait.
and fix it.
Thursday,
72%.
Lois, we'll come and see you. We're gonna put gas in the truck on Thursday, and we'll be back up and running. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. God is great. What?
Thursday I have a doctor appointment.
Well, we can still go see her Thursday.
Well, you know what? No, it's under my head.
Your doctor appointment's what, in the morning or afternoon?
Give me a second, I'll tell you.
We'll either come by before or after her doctor's appointment, but we'll be by there.
It'll be after.
At Spanky 7600.
Is my appointment.
Dang
Loading,
lady
please
read
wait.
it right I have question about
75%.
scrubber, and yes so happy for you all to get truck back.
Yeah, me too.
Loading please wait. 83%. Welcome menu. Page 1 of 3. Options.
There
Button.
we go. Now
Currently
we're up and
highlighted.
going.
Dune activities. Dune activities. Profile. Options. Button. Currently hot. Social panel. World map. World map screen.
Okay.
Search results. Aircraft selection and customization menu. Button. Current aircraft is Boeing 737-800 BDSF. Select departure. Search
All
search
right, so
results.
we're going out of Dallas.
At Ninja Girl
KDAL
79.
slash Dallas. Select
Yeah, me
departure.
too. I get my phone
Switch departure
tomorrow.
and select arrival.
We're
search-
going to
search results.
KJAN.
KJAN slash. Select arrival. Switch departure. KDAL runway 13R. 31R 77
At
46
Ninja
feet
Girl
of asphalt.
79.
Drop
It's
down.
finally
runway,
in Louisville,
runway,
Kentucky.
31R
At
77
Brandon
46 feet of
Armstrong
asphalt.
2656.
Drop down option.
Lois, thanks for the rain. Not
Press
really,
ESC to go
lol.
back.
It's been dreary and rainy here all day, and it's going to be that way tomorrow too.
What's up, Lois? Yeah. Yep. Yep. Then that means that there should be a rubber seal that goes around it. Then the seal is that, or you don't got the tank sitting on it correctly.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656.
Where you put the water
Where did
in
it ship
at,
from,
does that
Christy?
come off or no? Oh, well then it should not be. So the water you put in it, what's that? Is it supposed to come out? Then there's something wrong with the seal. It's gotta be. Okay, let me know. Alright, love you. Bye.
What's wrong?
Her machine is leaking water from the bottom of it.
At work?
Yeah.
13L7, 31R 77 46 feet of asphalt. Runway, 31R 77 46 feet of asphalt. Drop down option. KJAN Jackson Medgar Wiley Evers International. Switch departure and arrival points. Runway, 13L 77 40, gate 2, gate 10 gate small, parking 20, parking 22 ramp GA large. Drop down option. Gate 20 gates, parking 22 ramp GA large.
There we go.
Search results, 0. Drop, KDAL. Press Control plus Enter to fly.
At Brandon
Search
Armstrong
results,
2656.
direct, aircraft selection
Sounds
and
like a bad
KDAL
seal
Dallas
if
Love
it's
Field
leaking.
Dallas, gate, parking 22 ramp GA large. Drop down list.
Alright. There we go.
Babe,
Huh?
his face is right by one of your things on the chair. He had
Loading,
a
please wait.
chest pain.
28%.
Around his chest. He looked at me like I was retarded. When I was doing it.
Loading, please wait. 70%.
I feel like somebody's patting me on my back.
Really?
Touching my back, yeah.
Loading, please wait. 77%.
I keep turning around, but I think it's a cat patting me.
At
Loading,
Brandon
please wait.
Armstrong 2656. I'm guessing the water's not supposed to come out.
Not until she starts it up and pushes
Loading,
the
please wait.
button.
83%.
Alright, guys. Back up and running. Hopefully it'll read the CDU now. I don't...
Loading, please wait. 83%.
If it don't, then we're switching to the airplane that already I know works for sure. So...
Loading, please wait. 83%.
I gotta get up in the morning.
Loading, please wait. 84%.
Up and out of here after 8. Go to the doctor. Get that done.
Loading, please wait. 84%. Loading, please wait. 84%. Loading, please wait. 85%. Loading, please wait. 85%. Loading, please wait. 85%.
Just waiting for this sim to load. This is a shorter
Loading, please wait.
flight. and then
85%.
I think we'll do a cargo flight after this one. We'll see.
Loading, please wait. 85%.
Yeah, I don't believe I've ever flown over
Ready to fly.
Mississippi. So we'll see how it... You know, no wonder I couldn't read the CDU. There wasn't no power on the airplane yet. I just thought
Departure
about it.
November 194 Lima, Delta 2000 for 4000.
November 194 Lima Delta, radar contact VFR altitude.
All right, we got a new flight. All right, so we got that done. I didn't even think about that. I didn't have the plane. There was no power. No wonder I couldn't read the CDU. Duh. All right. Let's go ahead and...
At Ninja Girl 79. Duh.
Okay, there that is. We've already got our flight plan.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. Yeah, having power would help you read the CDU LOL.
Well, it wasn't right. It wasn't in there in the file correct anyway, so either way I still had to fix it. It wouldn't have mattered. Here we go. Alright. Yeah, while that's doing that, handing comms over to you.
Say again.
Comms are yours.
I'm only rated to handle IFR-related comms for now, John. You'll need to handle
Dude.
the VFR comms yourself.
Handing comms to you.
Got it. I'll handle the comms from here.
Anybody want to tell me that's not a bug? I'll tell you you're wrong, because it is. Alright.
Hello, Captain.
Boarding requested.
You can go ahead and get our IFR.
Wipers. Gear.
Requesting our IFR clearance now.
Flaps.
Dallas Love clearance, Southwest 1624 requesting IFR clearance.
Dallas Love field clearance, Michigan 0020. We'd like to receive our IFR clearance. We have Romeo.
Speed brake.
Clearance on request, you're number one.
Parking brake.
Clearance on request, you're number one.
Cleared Denver, Vita Kitty 5, that is filed. Climb maintain 7000, expect flight level 380, 10 minutes after. Departure 125.125, squawk 2445, and we'll plan for runway 13 left for Southwest 1358.
Michigan 0020, Dallas Love field clearance, cleared to Jackson via the Landry 5 departure. Then is filed. Climb and maintain 6000. Expect flight level 34010 minutes after departure. Departure on 118.55, squawk 3463. Expect runway 13 left.
Dallas Love field clearance, Michigan 0020. Cleared to Jackson via the Landry 5 departure. Then is filed. Climb and maintain 6000. Expect flight level 340 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 118.55, squawk 3463. Anticipate runway 13
Crew bus
left.
is coming.
Engine start levers.
Michigan 0020, read back correct.
Battery.
Cleared to Austin via the Sunset for departure. Then as filed, climb and maintain 6000. Expect flight level 20010 minutes after departure. Departure on 118.55.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656.
Squawk 5351.
Tim Cook won't be CEO of
Expect
Apple
runway
after
13
September
left.
1st this
Southwest
year.
8262.
Any assistance, feel free to ask me.
Southwest 8262, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.75 when ready.
Contact ground on 121.75 when ready.
Pilot's
Southwest
boarding started.
8262.
Standby.
Dallas clearance, Division Jet 22 Foxtrot X-ray, picking up IFR clearance out of Love Field to San Miguel. with information uniform.
Delta 407 with information echo, request IFR clearance to Austin.
Boarding starting.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Cockpit lights. Instrument brightness.
Clear to San Miguel via the Ramble 6 departure, then is filed. We'll expect runway 13 left. Initial climb up to 4,000. Departure frequency on 126.475, and we'll be squawking 4476 for Vision Jet 22 Foxtrot X-ray. Dallas clearance, Vision Jet 22 Foxtrot X-ray with information. Victor would like to pick up IFR clearance to San Miguel as filed.
Your crew has boarded.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Clearance delivery, Texas 7, ready copy IFR to Seattle as filed. We have Sierra. Clear to Seattle via the KITS 5 departure, climb maintain flight level 5,000. Expect 32,000 10 minutes after departure. Squawk is 4655, and we can expect runway 13 left for Texas 7.
Ground power unit.
Southwest 3171 with information Yankee looking to pick up IFR clearance to Fort Lauderdale.
Position lights.
Dallas clearance, Compassion 1258. Request IFR to Amarillo with information
FMC,
Sierra.
NAV data out of date.
Clear to Amarillo via Kitty 5, then is filed. Climb maintain 4,000. Expect runway 13 light, Compassion 1258. Clear to Amarillo via the Kitty 5, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect runway 13 left. Squawk 6615, Compassion 1258.
Love clearance, Catbird 104. Requesting IFR clearance to Charlotte Douglas with information Bravo.
Stand by, you're number 1.
Doors.
Clear to Charlotte via Linder 5 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Expecting flight level 310 about 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 118.55.
So there's a door issue with
Squawk 2674. Expecting runway 13 left. Catbird 104.
And it'll keep the cargo at 17%.
Southwest
so
1206, ready for IFR clearance, Denver.
Stand by.
Oswald clearance delivery. .com 14 ready to copy IFR clearance to San Antonio. .com 14 ready to copy IFR clearance to San Antonio.
Clear to St. Louis Lambert International via the Swisser T7 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 8,000. Expect flight level 370 minutes after departure. Departure on 118.55. Squawk 3675. We'll expect runway 13 left for departure for Southwest 2314.
Down ground, Southwest 2795. Looking for our IFR to BWI.
IRS selectors.
Down clearance delivery, expect Jet 554, looking for IFR clearance to clear.
Dallas clearance delivery, Southwest 2341 with information Delta. We're looking to pick up our IFR clearance to Tampa.
Stand by.
Cleared to Fort Lauderdale via the Landry 5 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 370 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 118.55. Squawk 7721. I'll be expecting runway 13 left. That's Southwest 3171.
Southwest 3171, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.75 when ready.
Dallas Love clearance, Southwest 4053, requesting
FMC,
IFR clearance
enter IRS
to
position.
Fort Lauderdale.
And clearance, Southwest 986, ready for, looking to pick up our IFR clearance over to St. Louis. Alrighty, Southwest 986, cleared to St. Louis via the SB 7 departure, then spot, climb and maintain 4,000, expect flight over 3901 10 minutes after departure, departure on 118.55, squawk 6374, expect runway 13 left.
Walk around.
Left field clearance, Southwest 1274 with information Zulu requesting IFR clearance to Baltimore.
November 2 Juliet requesting clearance for Houston Hobby Airport.
Dallas clearance, TBM 853 Tango Bravo, looking to pick up our IFR clearance to Houston Hobby with information.
1358, I'd like to pick up our IFR clearance to Denver.
Clearance delivery, American 913, IFR to Little Rock with information Kilo.
Oh, this is the
Fort
pain
Lauderdale,
in
Bridge
the
Laundry 5, departure, Dennis 5, climb and maintain 4,000, expect flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure, departure on 118.55, squawk 4755, and we'll expect runway 13 right, southwest, 4053. Dallas Low clearance, southwest 4053, requesting IFR clearance to Fort Lauderdale.
Left field clearance, Southwest 986, looking to pick up IFR clearance over to St. Louis. Alrighty, Southwest 986 clear to St. Louis via the ND7 departure and far, climb 19,4000, expect flight level 39010 minutes after departure, departure on 118.55, squawk 7115, expect runway 13 left.
Dallas left field, Southwest 5193, IFR clearance to Tulsa. Alright, cleared to Tulsa via switches 7 departure. Dennis 5, climb and maintain 8,000, expect flight level 310, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 118.55, squawk 1623.
Southwest 5193, read back correct.
Left field clearance, Southwest 3645 with information hotel.
Warning.
Looking
Warning.
for our clearance to
Connection lost. Please ensure you have an active internet connection and check the forums for additional information. The system will attempt to reconnect regularly.
Via the Landry 5 departure then is filed. Climb to 6,000 initially, expecting 390 10 minutes after departure. Departure will be on 118.55, squawk 4117, and we're expecting runway 13 right, Southwest 3645.
Cleared to Baltimore via the Landry 5 departure, then is filed.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656.
Flight level
I can hear the rain falling outside.
Departure on 118.55,
Successfully
squawk
connected.
6552, expecting runway 13 left, Southwest 2795.
Success.
Dallas
Connection to online services has been restored.
Southwest 107, looking to pick up my IFR clearance.
FE's range.
Yeah, clear to Hobby via the Curlo 6 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 7,000. Can expect flight level 330, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.125, squawk 3131, and we can expect runway 13 left on the way out, Southwest 19.
Aero selector.
Southwest 3171, looking to pick up our IFR clearance to Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Altimeters.
Dallas clearance, good morning. Southwest 2892 with information Papa ready to copy. IFR to Atlanta.
Well damper.
Done. So now.
Cleared out of the Dallas Rock. VFR at or below 5,500 feet. Departure on 124.300. Squawk 7222. Expect runway 13. Citation next 6225. This is Citation X again. I was looking to pick up my IFR clearance.
Dallas Love clearance. This is Boeing 913 Alpha Charlie. Looking to get on IFR to Houston Hobby, and we have information Tango. Cleared to Hobby via the Curlo 6 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Expect flight level 330, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.125, squawk 6511. Expect runway 13 left. Boeing 913 Alpha Charlie.
13 Alpha Charlie, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.75 when ready.
Fuel pumps.
6069, we're ready to Orlando. Southwest 6069, ready to pick up IFR clearance to Orlando.
Seatbelt signs.
Southwest 1158 is cleared to Lake Charles via the Emmett forward departure, then is filed.
There we go.
Climb and maintain 4,000, expect 350 and 10. Departure on 118.55, squawk 6446, runway 13 left.
Dallas clearance, good evening, Southwest Flight 19. Looking for IFR clearance as filed to Houston with November.
Dallas clearance, Southwest City 12, looking to pick up IFR clearance to Tulsa.
Window heat.
Southwest City 12, cleared to Tulsa by the Swetzer 7 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000, expect 37010 minutes after departure. Departure 118.55, squawk 2241, and we copy on the 13 right departure runway.
Probe heat.
Dallas Love clearance. Boeing 913 Alpha Charlie, IFR to Houston with information Tango.
Southwest 3171 requesting IFR to Fort Lauderdale.
I don't hear no
Fort
rain,
Lauderdale
Brandon.
via the Landry 5 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure is on 118.55, squawk 4453. Expect runway 13 left, Southwest 3171.
Alright, here to Houston, Hobby Raider Vectors Canby, then it's filed. Climb maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 390, minutes after departure. Departure 118.55, squawk 7373. We'll expect runway 13 left. Honda Jet 2 Juliet Kilo.
Honda Jet 2 Juliet Kilo, read back correct.
Good evening, Southwest 21.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. I've heard these IFR clearances before and the rain is falling here where I am. That's what I meant when I said I hear the rain outside.
To Denver via the Kitty 5 departure, then that's filed. Climb and maintain 6,000, expect flight level 3601, 0 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.125, squawk 6222. Expect runway 13 right, Southwest 2132.
Delivery, very good afternoon. Walker 940, we have information looking for IFR clearance to Atlanta.
Local clearance, Southwest 1275, with information Tango, requesting IFR clearance to Atlanta. Low field clearance, Southwest 2406, requesting IFR clearance to Miami. We have information to Oscar. Cleared to Miami via the Landry 5 departure, then is filed. Climb maintain 6,000, expect 390, 10 minutes after. Departure 118.55, squawk 5411, expecting runway 13 left, Southwest 2406.
Hydraulic pumps.
Dallas Love clearance, this is Southwest 8262. Requesting clearance as filed to Austin Airport.
Recirculation fans.
Cancel last. We've got clearance. Thank you.
Cleared to Amarillo via Kitty 5 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 7,000, squawk 6463. Expect runway 13 left. Skywings 39.
Isolation valve.
Dallas clearance delivery, Skywings. IFR clearance to Amarillo as filed.
Clearance delivery, this is Air Canada 7088 requesting IFR clearance to Denver with information hotel.
Engine bleeds.
Dallas clears delivery, Southwest 1080 IFR to Chicago here.
Pressurization. Pressurization.
Dallas Love clearance delivery.
And yeah,
Southwest
when it
1158,
did the
Gate
uplink
10,
with
information Lima.
Simbrief, it
IFR
programmed
clearance
everything.
to
It did
Lake
line
Charles,
rate.
please.
It did all of it, guys, in the 737 versions.
Dallas Love
Well,
clearance, November
738, but
2257
same difference.
X-ray, looking to pick up IFR clearance over to William P. Hobby. Alrighty, Hunter Jets 57 X-ray cleared.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. Oh joy, another gloomy day with rain and thunderstorms tomorrow. How fun.
Departure on 125.12, squawk 5736, expect runway 13 left.
Dallas Love, clearance delivery, Honda Jet 282 Juliet Kilo, looking to pick up IFR clearance to Houston Hobby with information Juliet.
Southwest 1011, clear to New Orleans via the Landry 5 departure, then is filed. Initial altitude 4,000. Expect flight level 370 after departure. Departure frequency 118.55. Squawk 46433.
At Ninja Girl 79.
And we will plan for 13
Yucky.
right. Southwest 1011.
Clearance delivery, Southwest 913, IFR over to New Orleans.
Flight directors.
Cleared to Fort Lauderdale via the Landry 5 departure.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656.
Flight level 370.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was gloomy like that today and it's going to be that way tonight and tomorrow. How fun for me,
I'll
lol.
be expecting runway 13 left.
Airspeed.
At Ninja Girl 79.
Heading.
Partly cloudy 79 here tomorrow.
Altitude. Fuel flow. Auto brakes. Heads-up guidance system.
That reminded me,
Transponder.
Daniel
At
wanted
Ninja
to
Girl
know-
79. I'm gonna try and sit outside as much as I can so I can tan.
Daniel was asking
At
in an
Brandon
email,
Armstrong
he said, "Hey, I was just
2656.
wondering
At least you're not
what
experiencing the
is
jury
it
weather that I am.
that is reading everything as it goes through all the flows.
Wait for system.
That is everything that it's doing, and I turn that on
All
so
set for the
people
checklist,
can learn
Captain.
and understand what's happening and what's going on. So, let's go ahead and do the checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested.
Navigation transfer and display switches.
Norman Auto.
Window heat.
On.
Pressurization mode selector.
But yeah, I have that turned on. That way people can hear what buttons are
Flight
being
instruments.
pressed.
Set.
Parking brake.
On.
Engine start levers.
Off.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. You're lucky, Christy. I don't. Can I just burn like a freaking lobster?
Information Romeo.
I'll get
departure briefing.
Clear to Fort Lauderdale via the Lander 5 departure. Filed climb maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 370 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 118.55, squawk 5211, and expect runway 13 left. Southwest 4052.
Before start flow.
Dallas clearance, Southwest 1140 with information Victor. Ready to copy IFR clearance to Austin. Clear to Austin via Sunset 4 departure, then is filed, climb and maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 220, 10 minutes after departure. Departures on 118.55, squawk 5616.
At Ninja Girl 79. I got Cherokee bloodline.
Disconnect jetway.
Fort Lauderdale via the Laundry 5 departure, then as filed, climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level
At Ninja Girl 79.
minutes after departure.
I get dark.
Departure on 118.55, squawk 4516, and we'll expect runway 13 right, southwest, 4053.
Southwest 4053, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.75 when ready.
APU.
Sure lays there a lot. Huh? Yeah, he does.
Dallas Love Clearance, this is
Bring me
Eastern
dinner, some
1919.
chocs,
Good morning. Requesting IFR clearance to New Orleans. I have information uniform. Clear to New Orleans via the Lander 5 departure. As filed, climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect flight level 33010 minutes after departure. Departure is on 118.55 and squawk 2531. Expect runway 13 left is our departure runway.
Fuel pumps.
At Ninja Girl 79. Hopefully I sleep tonight.
Fans.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656.
Delivery, Southwest 51.
No, it did not say chocks.
93, looking to pick up IFR to Tulsa. Southwest 51, 93, cleared to Tulsa. Via Switzer 7, departures in a spot. Climb and maintain 7,000. Expect 310 minutes after departure. Departure 118.55, squawk 4477.
Southwest 2131 with information, Julie. I'd like to get our IFR clearance.
PAX.
Southwest 2131 is clear to Montrose via the Kitty 5 departure Venice file. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 340 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.125, squawk 5413. Expect runway 31 right.
Anti-collision light. Ground power unit. Talks.
Yep, there they are.
Warnings.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. Good God, people get better mics or don't sim at all.
GSX menu. Before start checklist. Doors.
Closed.
Fuel. 460443. Pounds.
460443. Checked.
Seatbelt signs.
On.
Windows.
Locked.
Airspeed. 149er.
149er. Checked.
Heading. 131.
131. Checked.
Altitude. 600.
6000. Checked.
Takeoff speeds. V1. 142. VR. 142. V2. 149er.
142. 142. 149er. Checked.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Departure briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light.
On.
Before start checklist completed.
Expect runway 13 right, cleared to Amarillo via the Kitty 5 departure, then as filed, climb and maintain 4000, squawk 6615, compassion 1258.
49, requesting IFR clearance to Houston with information risk.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear. Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brake off.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Folks, welcome on our trip to Jackson. We'll be flying for about 60 minutes. Please pay close attention to the upcoming safety demonstration, as it contains
Engine start switches.
even for frequent flyers. Fasten your
Starting
seatbelt
engine
by
2.
inserting the metal tip into the buckle and pulling the strap to tighten. Remember, your seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Please ensure your seat backs and tray tables are in the upright position, and keep your window blinds open for takeoff. Mobile phones and
Engine start
electronic
levers.
devices must be set to flight mode, and larger devices should be securely stowed.
Stand by.
Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited anywhere on board. If oxygen masks drop down, pull the mask firmly. Place it over
Please
your
set
nose
parking
and
brakes.
breathe normally. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Only after leaving the aircraft.
Dallas clearance, compassion 1292. We're ready. Copy IFR clearance to Houston Hobby.
In case of evacuation, leave all personal belongings behind and
Clear the
follow through
Hobby
instructions
via the Switzer
If
6
any electronic
departure,
device
then
becomes
solved.
hot or catches
Climb
fire,
main
please inform me right
6000.
away.
Expect flight level
Safety
290.
information card in your seat
10
pocket
minutes after
contains all
departure. Departure
Thank
at
you for your
118.55. Squawk 4764 and expect runway 13 left. That's compassion 1292.
Engine start switches. Starting engine 1. Engine 2 started. Engine start levers. Stand by.
Alright, here comes engine 1.
Engine 1 started.
5.17.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Engine stabilized. After start flow. Generators. APU.
Alright. Looking good here.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Good deal. Alright guys, let's do our
Taxi flow. Hydraulic pumps. Probe heat. Recirculation fans. Packs. Isolation valve. Engine start switches. Wing anti-ice. Engine anti-ice. Taxi lights. Turn-off lights. Cockpit lights. Flaps. Clock. Lower display unit.
alright.
Taxi checklist. Generators.
On.
Probe heat.
On.
Anti-ice.
Set.
Isolation valve.
Auto.
Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Recall.
Checked.
Auto brakes.
Rejected takeoff.
Flight control test.
Alright, yoke to the left.
Full left.
Center.
Neutral.
To the
Full
right.
right.
Center.
Neutral. Full back.
Forward.
Full forward.
Checked.
Taxi checklist completed.
Let's go ahead and request taxi.
Requesting taxi clearance now.
Southwest 4053, contact tower on 123.7.
Dallas Love Field Ground, Michigan 0020, Drummond Island, Air Flight 0020, ready to taxi. We have Romeo.
Michigan 0020, Dallas Love Field Ground, runway 13 left taxi via Quebec, Bravo 5, Mike 6.
On runway 13 left.
Pax.
Runway 13 left, Quebec Bravo 5, Mike 6, Michigan 0020.
Landing lights.
On runway 13 left remaining. 7,300 feet.
Position lights.
Left ground big strip, 900, south side, information Alpha. Request taxi. Request runway 31 right. Request runway 31 right, big stripe 900.
Clearance on request, you're number 1.
13 left taxi Alpha, big stripe 900.
Dallas ground, Skywings 39er, holding short, runway 13 left, ready for departure at Mike 6.
Skywings 39, contact tower on 123.7 for departure clearance.
Contact tower 123.7 for departure clearance, Skywings 39er.
FE's filter.
Southwest 57, ready to taxi.
Southwest 57, runway 13 right taxi via Delta, Charlie 10.
FE's filter.
Runway 13 right taxi via Delta, Charlie 10, Southwest 57.
Lower display
Southwest
unit.
25, ready to taxi.
Southwest 25, runway 13 right taxi via Quebec, Romeo, Foxtrot, Lima, Charlie 10.
Runway 13 right taxi via Quebec, Romeo, Foxtrot, Lima, Charlie 10, Southwest 25.
Weather radar.
Big Stripe 1195, taxi to parking via Mike 3, Mike Bravo 5, Quebec.
Transponder.
3, Mike Bravo 5, Quebec, Big Stripe 1195.
Takeoff
Big Stripe
checklist.
8, Quebec Foxtrot, give way to the Southwest 737 on your left.
Skylane 478, ready to taxi.
Takeoff
Skylane
runway.
478, runway 13 left taxi via Alpha.
Runway 13 left taxi via Alpha, Skylane 478. Ground
Flaps.
Southwest 4106, taxi to the gate.
Trim.
Southwest 4106, taxi to parking via Charlie 7 Kilo Lima Golf Romeo Quebec.
Cabin crew.
Charlie 7 Kilo Lima Golf Romeo Quebec, Southwest
Takeoff
4106.
checklist completed.
November 734, ready to taxi.
Take off, make sure seatbelts are
November 734, runway 13 left taxi via Alpha.
Go ahead and connect the
Runway
tower.
13 left taxi via Alpha November 734.
Big Stripe 292, ready to taxi.
Switching to tower for
Stripe
takeoff
292,
clearance.
runway 13 right taxi via Delta Charlie 10.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. When you get clearance, you might want to go because you got planes coming behind you.
Dallas Love Field Tower, Michigan 0020, Drummond Island, Air Flight 0020, holding short of runway 13 left, ready to depart.
Michigan 0020, Dallas Love Field Tower, runway 13 left, winds 160 at 8, RNAV Dorset, cleared for takeoff. Southwest 2222, contact departure.
Runway 13 left, RNAV Dorset, cleared for takeoff. Michigan 0020.
Stabilized.
Queen Air 39er Lima holding short of 13 left, ready to go.
20 knots.
Queen Air 39er Lima, winds 210 at 13, gusting
40
30,
knots.
runway 13 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared
60
for
knots.
takeoff, 13 left, Queen Air 39er Lima.
November 13
80 knots.
uniform, cross runway 13 right.
Cross runway 13 right, November 13
100
uniform,
knots.
uniform.
Thrust set.
Southwest
At
2085,
Ninja Girl
contact ground
79.
1.75.
120 Here we go.
Southwest 2085. November
140 knots.
28325, holding short 13 left, ready for departure.
November 28325,
160
winds
knots.
210 at 13, gusting 30, runway 13 left, cleared for takeoff. Safe travels.
Positive rate.
13 left, cleared for takeoff, November 28325.
Hold,
Don't
knots.
think.
Queen Air 39
20 knots.
ready to go, straight out.
Landing
Tango, winds 330 at 18, gusting 25, runway 31 right, cleared for takeoff.
31 right, cleared for takeoff, Queen Air, Tree Tango.
Southwest 31, contact ground on 121.75.
Ground Southwest 31.
No.
Michigan 0020, welcome to Dallas Love. Contact ground on 121.75.
My yoke is not going to let me do this.
0 knots.
Hold on.
Switching to ground on 121.75, Michigan 0020.
At Ninja Girl 79.
Hold on.
What the heck?
We got this.
Dallas Love Field Ground, Michigan
At Brandon
0020.
Armstrong
Good evening, clear to
2656.
runway, ready to taxi to the
That
gate.
was clearly a first officer fuck up.
Michigan 0020, Dallas Love Field Ground, taxi to Terminal 1, Gate 17 at your discretion. Good day.
20 knots.
On runway 13 left.
Taxi to Terminal 1, Gate 17 at our
0 knots.
discretion. Michigan 0020.
Engine anti-ice.
Southwest 1537, ready to taxi.
Fucking first officer.
Southwest 1537, runway 13 left taxi via Delta, Charlie, Golf, Romeo, Foxtrot, Mike 6.
Damn it, hold on a minute, guys.
Runway 13 left taxi via Delta, Charlie, Golf, Romeo, Foxtrot, Mike 6, Southwest 1537. Southwest 2640, ready to taxi.
Southwest 2640, runway 13 left taxi via Quebec, Bravo, Foxtrot, Mike 6.
Runway 13 left taxi via Quebec, Bravo, Foxtrot, Mike 6, Southwest 2640.
Hold on.
November 469er ready to taxi. November 469er runway 13 left taxi via Alpha.
At Brandon Armstrong
November
2656.
469er.
First officer was way behind when you started to take off roll.
Oh, I know it was.
Southwest 1369er, runway 13 right taxi via Delta, Charlie 10.
Runway 13 right taxi via Delta, Charlie 10, Southwest 1369er.
Ground Southwest 3408, taxi to the ramp.
Southwest 3408 taxi to parking via Charlie 4, Charlie Delta, Quebec.
Charlie 4, Charlie Delta, Quebec, Southwest 3408. Southwest 1241, ready to taxi.
Southwest 1241, runway 13 left taxi via Quebec, Romeo, Foxtrot, Mike 6.
Runway 13 left taxi via Quebec, Romeo, Foxtrot, Mike 6, Southwest 1241.
Beechcraft 3 Papa Romeo, runway 13 left taxi via Charlie, Delta, Romeo, Foxtrot, Mike 6.
Well, no wonder because first officer killed our
Runway
engines.
13 left taxi via Charlie, Delta, Romeo, Foxtrot, Mike 6. Beechcraft 3 Papa Romeo.
Engine start switches.
4871, ready for push and start.
Southwest 4871, cleared for push and start.
Push back and start approved, Southwest 4871.
And you can't hear shit because they say intentions. I couldn't hear nothing.
Runway 13 left taxi via Quebec, Romeo, Foxtrot, Mike 6.
Runway 13 left taxi
Here's
via
what we're gonna
Quebec,
do.
Romeo, Foxtrot, Mike 6, Southwest 163.
I know exactly what we're going to do. Hold on.
Southwest 4929, cleared for push and start.
Roger, pushback approved. Southwest 4929.
Southwest 2289, ready for push.
FE's filter.
Southwest 2289, push and start approved.
FE's filter.
Southwest 101, ready to taxi.
You need to stop the engines to request ground services.
Bravo, Mike 1.
Alright, hold on.
Runway 31 right taxi via Quebec, Bravo, Mike 1, Southwest 101.
Auto throttle.
Southwest 311, runway 13 left taxi via Bravo, Bravo 5, Mike 6.
Runway 13 left taxi via Bravo, Bravo 5, Mike 6, Southwest 311.
After start flow.
November 13 Papa Yankee, runway 13 left taxi via Alpha 1 Alpha.
course.
Runway 13 left taxi via Alpha 1, Alpha November 1 Tree Papa Yankee. Air Canada 8301 ready for push.
Okay.
Air Canada 8301, cleared for push and start.
Flight is still programmed, so we're good.
Southwest 1085, cleared for push and start.
Pushback and start approved. Southwest 1085.
Delta 2780, request push and start.
Delta 2780, cleared for push and start.
Pushback approved, Delta 2780.
After landing, flow.
No.
Southwest 2006, runway 13 right taxi via Quebec, Romeo, Foxtrot, Lima, Charlie 10.
Runway 13 right taxi via Quebec, Romeo, Foxtrot, Lima, Charlie 10, Southwest 2006.
Ground, Southwest 979er, taxi to parking.
Takeoff flow.
979er, taxi to parking via Mike 5, Mike Bravo 5, Quebec.
Mike 5, Mike Bravo 5, Quebec, Southwest 979er.
On runway 13 left.
Landing lights.
Southwest 1670, cleared for push and start.
Roger, pushback approved. Southwest 1670.
Position lights.
Southwest 3189er, taxi to the gate.
Southwest 3189er, taxi to parking via Mike 3, Mike Bravo 5, Quebec, Delta.
Mike 3, Mike Bravo 5, Quebec, Delta, Southwest 3189er.
FE's filter.
Queen Air 9er, Zulu Juliet, ready to taxi.
Queen Air 9er, Zulu Juliet, runway 13 left taxi via Alpha.
FE's filter.
Runway 13 left taxi via Alpha, Queen Air 9er, Zulu Juliet.
Okay.
Southwest
We're taking off.
3871 ready for push and start.
Southwest 3871, cleared for push and start.
Lower display unit.
Approved. Southwest 3871.
Weather radar.
Ready to taxi.
Southwest
Transponder.
942, runway 13 left taxi
Takeoff
via Bravo
checklist.
4, Mike 6.
Runway 13 left taxi via Bravo 4, Mike 6, Southwest 9er 42.
Takeoff runway.
3 Romeo Alpha ready to taxi.
Flaps.
3 Romeo Alpha, runway 13
Set.
left taxi via Alpha.
Trim.
Runway 13 left taxi via Alpha Pilatus 3 Romeo Alpha. Ground, Southwest 3945 taxi to parking.
Okay.
Southwest 3945 taxi to parking via Mike 3, Mike Bravo 4. Mike 3, Mike Bravo 4, Southwest 3945.
Queen Air 647, give way to the Southwest 737 on your left.
We should be good now. Hold on one
Give way
second.
to the Southwest 737, Queen Air 647. 803 ready to taxi.
Southwest 803, runway 13 right taxi via Delta, Charlie 10.
Runway 13 right taxi via Delta, Charlie 10, Southwest 803.
6 Mike Sierra ready to taxi.
Cessna 6 Mike Sierra, runway 13 left taxi via Alpha.
Runway 13
20
left
knots.
taxi via Alpha Cessna 6 Mike Sierra.
40 knots.
Request push and start clearance.
Delta 512 cleared for push and start.
60 knots.
Watch the ground speed.
Approved, Delta 512.
40 knots.
58, runway 13 left taxi via Alpha.
Runway 13 left taxi via Alpha
20 knots.
158.
Southwest 1274, give way to the company 737.
40 knots.
To the company 737, Southwest 1274.
60 knots.
Watch the ground speed.
On taxiway. On taxiway. On taxiway.
Giving way to the company 73 Max, Southwest 1333.
40 knots.
Turn off lights.
6850 Bravo, ready to taxi.
20 knots.
Why did it not do it? Hold on.
November
0 knots.
6850 Bravo, runway 13 left taxi via Alpha.
Hold on.
Runway 13 left taxi via Alpha, November 6850 Bravo.
Taxi lights.
Southwest 2964 ready for push.
Position lights.
964, cleared for push and start.
On runway 13 left.
Queen Air, November Juliet, ready to taxi.
Queen Air Air 2 November Juliet, runway 13 left taxi via Charlie Delta Romeo Foxtrot Mike 6.
Runway 13 left taxi via Charlie Delta Romeo
20 knots.
Mike 6 Queen Air 2 November Juliet.
40 knots.
561 taxi to the gate.
Watch the ground speed.
3561 taxi to parking via Mike 3 Mike Bravo 3 Bravo.
Why is it
Mike
taking
3,
off
Mike
my
Bravo
speed?
3 Bravo, Southwest 3561.
20 knots.
Southwest 2289er, ready to taxi.
Southwest 2289er, runway 13 left taxi via Quebec.
0 knots.
Bravo 5 Mike 6.
Wing anti-ice.
3 left taxi via Quebec. Bravo 5 Mike 6.
Oh my God.
2289er.
First officer screwed me on this flight.
Southwest 2063,
All right.
runway 13 left taxi via Quebec. Romeo Foxtrot Mike.
I'm gonna
Mike
grab me a
6.
bite to eat, then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna do this with a
Runway
different
13 left
airplane.
taxi
I'm not
via
fucking
Quebec,
with
Romeo
this.
Foxtrot Mike 6 Southwest 2063.
Give me a little bit, guys. We'll be back in a little bit. We'll do it over.
Ready to taxi.
I think it's my yoke too. I need to program my yoke. It's way